Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with some more Change, a homeless survival experience. And here we are. Here's our guy, the king of the streets. So, in case you've just tuned in for the first time, this playthrough was kind of a self challenge. I had decided not to do any kind of washing or any kind of. Ooh, our dog's getting hungry. There we go. So no washing and no sleeping in shelters. It was strictly a street run through, and one of the goals was to get the dog himself. We managed to find the pup. He's with us now, as you can see, and he's actually been a great benefit because I picked up the ball, and whenever I need happiness, we can go to the park and play with the dog, and it gives us like 4 happiness points. Now, that in addition to a few other really good perks has helped just like overcome all the challenges. So even without being able to go into like the shelters at night or, using our knowledge to get a job, we've managed to survive pretty good. So at this point, though, the challenge has almost become non existent. I mean, I guess I could try and panhandle more or busk, and get really good at busking and stuff. But honestly, I'd like to try and complete this playthrough. And with that being the case, we're going to start washing. As you can see, I did get my clothes washed. I'm going to try and refrain from digging into the trash, although that's very difficult, at least until I find some deodorant. So that's the next big purchase I need to make. But in the meantime, look, so the bank here is still closed to us. So we've got to actually set up residency. We're one night into our current residency, and I think it's going to go well, as I'm still determined not to get a job. Oh, dang it, I just dug in the trash. It's all right. If you can see, my inventory is pretty stacked. Oh, I should probably eat, shouldn't I? Let's grab a meal deal. Yeah, so we're okay. I've got tons of stuff. Boom, we got a little happiness from that. We got cigs for trade. We got some beer to trade. I even have some bliss if I really, really get desperate for happiness. In addition, my inventory here and items is pretty good. We could do a little busking. It's midday. I think going into rush hour soon. I'll click a few notes here while we keep up or get caught up on the series so far. But it's been successful, and I would, since this is a roguelike game, I would like to win as many scenarios, or at least finish, if not win them, at least finish them, because then we're going to unlock new stuff. In our previous veteran run, which was kind of connected to the same playlist here. If you guys are interested, check the link down below in the description if you want to watch the whole thing. But we made some good money right there. But yeah, the veteran, we completed it and opened up a whole bunch of new stuff, which has been very helpful in this playthrough. So, like I said, if it weren't for the roguelike nature, I would just keep going basically here and mess around as much as possible. But I do want to finish it. And the best way to finish it is to buy some real estate, to get an apartment, and get off the streets. Now, the only way to do that is to have a certain knowledge level. Oh, it's getting close to. Oh crap! We gotta get away, get home, get home. Yeah, but we have to have 100 levels in our knowledge or studying or whatever. So that's one of the big reasons I have to start washing because they won't let us into the library without it. Okay, here is our event for the evening. Oh, we've seen this one before. The shelter's generally a nice place because they allow dogs. We get happiness and a little bit of food there too. And it's always crisps, man. Look at this. We've got 10 bags of those. I did some trading early on, but so another thing to note is look at this. I've got 64 pieces of scrap. We've actually got the bigger bag, which gives me more room to carry stuff. Well, to carry scrap. And I've also got trash bags, which I've found it's another super item I've fallen in love with. That and deodorant. I'm desperately looking for deodorant. But see, I'm waiting also until max scrap before turning it in. Even though it's a good amount of money, I don't want to. Yeah, there's a piece. Ooh, sandwich seller. We're good. We don't need it. I'm also not digging into the trash right now. I'm avoiding it. You just try. Let's see. Where's the library? Yeah, I should find a library to get in and study. Here we go. All right, let's do some studying. Of course, I think that I want to say let's go to the real estate office again. I want to look at what the requirements are again? Because I'm pretty sure it's learning that we need and not paperwork. See, there's a total paperwork like threshold that you can get to, which is this middle one here. Yeah, the paperwork. We're at 13, and that's different from your study level. I think that contributes a bit. Well, it helps you achieve more paperwork, having more knowledge. But what I'm worried about is if the real estate requires us to have like actual job experience or something, that would suck. But I think as long as we have the money and the knowledge, we can qualify. Okay, still haven't found the real estate yet, but I did come across a recycling depot, so that brought us from $5 to 15. Tell you what, it is the way to go. Man, oh, eat it, eat it. Yeah, diving into the trash though, really, really just does a number on my hygiene. But that's the trade-off. Here's the bank. Yeah, we're still not there yet. But that's the trade-off for being able to search the trash cans twice. Basically, is that it like really depletes the energy, or not the energy, the hygiene of your guy. Here we go. Here's a real estate. So, yes, it is paperwork. I see. I was confused. I thought it was knowledge that we needed 100 of, but no, it's paperwork total. So that includes things like the library card, the bank, criminal record. We're at a -5 because of our record. So I'm thinking we might actually have to get a job, but that's okay. There are some good jobs. Like if we just get sell papers on the streets, that's not bad. That's not like a real like desk job, or he's certainly not going to get a desk job. He's going to be more in the, like in the kitchen basically. But I think alternate to that, selling papers is the way to go. But man, I need to find some deodorant and just stash, just yeah, make a whole bunch of purchases on that. Now here's the hat. I just got distracted because we traded this away recently. We had a hat, but I traded it for one bag of crisps. Well, that was the most expensive bag of crisps I've ever purchased before because that thing cost $12 just about, which is insane. But live and learn. It was one of those nightly events, which I just should have said no to. But we did end up getting a little bit of happiness and food out of it, nonetheless. All right, so the goal right now, of course, is to get back to max scrap, to make as much as we can. Let's see if we were going here, flipping burgers and serving customers. Yeah, like I said, working in a kitchen. That's one. This one's actually more requirements than just selling papers. So we'll check back on the job too, since moving on. No, we don't want to do that. Let's actually take a trip back to our residence. Still pretty early, but maybe we'll stand in front and busk. Okay, so we are here right in front of the shelter. I've got the old guitar out. Trusty guitar. Maybe when the police took it, they just confiscated it for the night and gave it back to me. Oh, well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it happened in a previous episode. Check it out. Go back. So far, this has been a really entertaining game. And although it doesn't have the highest views on my channel, it's certainly got a number of people who seem to be enjoying it. So I'm really glad for all you guys out there tuning in, watching the series, having fun. And even a few people have mentioned one particularly that they purchased it thanks to this series. So that's great news. Of course, we're not sponsored or anything by the dev, but I have a feeling it's a pretty small dev project, so all support is welcome for those kind of indie games and stuff like that. Of course, my channel's kind of devoted to the indie game scene, in a way. Not officially. I've played a few games here and there that you'd consider AAA, but typically I shy away from them just because of cost and competition, too, amongst some of the bigger YouTube channels out there. But anyway, there we go. We just missed it because I was talking about my channel. That's okay. We got a little unhappiness here, but we did end up with some experience. All right, finish playing, buddy. So we got our new perk. Other homeless will help you more often, increase hunger recovery in shelters, better encounters in the park, greatly reduce hunger decay when using benches. Let's go for community. Now, okay, we get a perk for our busking. Difficulty increased, but more money. Notes last longer. I thought we already had that. Maybe that's like level 2 or something. Whoops. And hunger decays slower when busking. That's not bad. Slightly increased max multiplier. Talented. Yeah, baby. Your bank discovered that you no longer have a residential address or proof of identity. You're now blocked from your bank account until you gain residency again. Anti-homeless measures will be moved, making moves to get rid of homeless in certain areas. Damn, 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 damn. Well, let's see. What's this guy doing? Give him $1. And oh man, so we missed sleeping in our shelter, which is right here, which is kind of a boneheaded thing. But shelter, I don't see the number of days until we need to go, or until we get our residency again. But I'll figure it out here. Let me just go ahead and pass the day collecting some scrap and stuff. Let's go ahead and eat a little bit. There we go, max out. If anything interesting happens, or if I happen to find some deodorant, I'll show you. Hey, so check it out. I came to the library to do some studying, and we got a new perk available. Let's see, perseverance, low happiness has less effect on study. Don't need to worry about that. You can arrive at work an hour later. Don't need to worry about that either if we are doing if we're selling papers, because that's more of like a contractor job. But greatly increased study gains, lose happiness though when you study, or cautious worker greatly reduces day labor risks. I think I'm going to go with that one because we've actually done a little bit of day labor in this playthrough with this character, and it was a 50-50. Like at one point we got paid, and then the next time we did, or no, the first time we got stiffed, but the second time I did actually get paid. So if I see a day labor, maybe we'll do that. That could be an alternative to actually getting a job. But then again, I don't know if that counts on our paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the whole point of getting the job, really, is not for money. I think I could make enough. It would take longer, but just picking up scrap and selling it here with the right combo of items and bags and stuff, we can make a ton. But the hard part is the paperwork. So I don't know. Well, I still, and also day labor's kind of few and far between. You don't see the sign that much. And she won't let me. We can only study once now. But yeah, you definitely don't see it. I'm looking right now. It's just a little white rectangular sign. Doesn't say anything readable on it. You just kind of have to know what to look for. But again, if I find one, I'll show you. Okay, well, we made it to the shelter. I managed to get in here and not forget to sleep. So let's see what the event is here. It sounds like exactly after pulling scruffy blankets, you hear someone weeping, your eyes open to reveal a stained mattress. Oh, yeah, it sounds like, yeah, I've done this one. If we look, it's a good event. I believe we get a bottle of beer. Yep. Oh, well, we got a little sadness, but we got the beer out of it. So that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead and pause it and read through if you'd like there. But I'm going to continue. These events, you do start to learn them, just like any good roguelike. You can predict, although it should test the other end of that one. But hey, look at that. We got some food stamps. We're not really hurting too much for food. I've still got 9 bags of chips and 4 sandwiches, an apple. Of course, we got the food stamps now. We're almost at max scrap, so let's go ahead and get that done. So again, I didn't see. It's not showing me how much longer on residency. Maybe if we go to the tab for paperwork. We don't have a residency. Huh. No. I don't want to quit. Whoops. I want to resume. But nonetheless, all right. I'll try and test it. Usually it shows you when you're establishing your residency. It'll show you how many more days you got left. But I'm a little curious why it's not doing that, because obviously we lost ours because the bank sent us a notice. But I am also hoping to test and see if once we do reestablish it at some point, if the bank is still going to have all the money in there that I deposit. It's only $4. It's not the end of the world, but I just want to know because I think that'll help us figure things out, in future playthroughs. Anything bad happens, because like I said, you could deposit a whole bunch of money, lose residency because of an accident, misclick, get arrested or something, and then boom, you get moved, you lose your residency, and I just want to find out, does that mean you lose all that money too? So it's kind of good that this has happened, but let me wash up here. I also need to get into the library now that we're clean. I need to find a library. God, I'm still looking for deodorant. There's just been none available. But that's just it. That's the random nature. And another thing, too, as you increase number of items, after, like I said, opening up new stuff each playthrough. I think the likelihood of some of these things showing up more, like the deodorant, for instance, is going to be less, because there's more items now in the loot table, essentially. But I don't know. It's okay. It's no reason not to play through it. Oh boy, check this out. So I guess it does, even though it's not deodorant, it does pay off searching these shops obsessively here. So there's the mobile phone. It's actually pretty cheap. It says a very useful item. I've never bought this before in any playthrough, so I'm gonna grab it. Yeah. No, I don't want to waste all my money in one go. But let's see. So I don't know. Let's click it. It's got a map. Oh, no way. That is super handy. Handy. Let's see. So if I wanted to go to the shelter, it's this way? I didn't think it was this way. Anyway, so hold on. I want to see what else. Call, buy credit. Oh, okay. So this is our charge, I guess. Call Maggie Bill. I know what they're going to say. Do you want to meet me at the park? No thanks, guys. I've had my full park experience with you two, and I tend to shy away from that. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't see a lot of point in it, especially, I guess, once our reputation's all the way up. I don't know what we get out of it. Is this our residence? Okay, see, no, we could set the residence here. Huh. Now, I'm just curious. Again, I'm considering what's going on with our current one, but I haven't given up yet. We've still got the rest of the day. How much scrap? I'm at 24, so I've got a long way to go before I fill up. I just, oh, here we go. So I was worried. I keep hitting this border here. All right, I'm going to go back to the residence again. Oh my God, there it is. The holy deodorant. Just what I've been wanting. God, it's more expensive than I remembered. I'm buying three of them. Oh, that's huge. I'm not going to use one right away. Oh, there's another one too at this shop. That's typical. The shops kind of, if they're next to each other, but this one has it too. Yeah, they tend to repeat the different items, which is unfortunate. I think that should be changed, but nonetheless, we got it, so that's good. I've got three of them. As long as we don't get mugged. So for those who don't know, it's full hygiene for 2 days and nothing affects it. So I can dig through the trash as much as I want and it won't bring my hygiene down at all. It's extremely good for once you do have a job because, as time passes at your job, your hygiene goes down. So if you wear that, though, it's 100% when you go, it's 100% when you leave. And it's just an all around great item. I mean, if you're trying to play the game straight up and not do like the sleeping on the streets playthrough like I've been doing, that it's totally the way to go. Now, I'm about to miss my shelter again here because I'm talking. I think this is it down here. Oh, God, no. Dang it. Another miss. Oh, so I'm doing it to myself, guys. I'm screwing myself over here, but don't worry. Oh, we got some happiness there. I'm sorry, I should have read the event. I get so used to clicking it though. But let's see here. We found a pack of smokes in the trash. Nice. Well, I'm just so used to being the king of the streets here. It's hard for me not to sleep out in the open, out under the sky with all the stars. The pup curled up next to us. So this is the shelter. Into happiness. I still don't see how many days in a row I need. I might have to just reset it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a different shelter. Since I'm missing this one so often, I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, it's reset already. I'm not worried about it. Dang. All right. Man, that deodorant was expensive. That's okay. That's okay. I just got to go ahead and make enough money on scrap to get back in the game. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. This guy wants two of my deodorants for the bandana. Get out of here. I've never seen a trade for anything other than food, basically. And now, all of a sudden, well, I've seen cigarettes too, I should say, and booze, but yeah, that's crazy. They want my deodorant. No, sir. But there's a shelter right behind him. I was just checking them. Random checks. Ooh, chance of losing any alcohol bliss. Nope, nope, nope. We can't stay at that one. Oh, check it out. So here's a day labor sign right here. Okay, let's try it. You gotta wait for it. Oh, it's cold out here too. Boom, okay, we got one. So it's a pretty short job, but like I said, you gotta wait. So let's see, we get an option. Pay $3. Let's ask for more. Risk chance is pretty good, actually. I think last time it was like 50-50. All right, let's accept it. The risk chance went up, though, when I asked for more. Oh, he's renegotiating here. Oh, this guy over here just said he'd do it for less. Now decline. Get out of here, bro. And now he wants $1 from us. Now Bill. It's Bill. Bill just undercut our little negotiation there, and now he wants to be friends. What a jerk, that Bill guy. Is the dog hungry? No, he's fine. Well, no worries. I just wanted to show it off. It wasn't even that much money. I'm better off just out here collecting stuff, you know? So it's okay. Oh my God. Okay, well, I found a shelter here. It just says shady, increased chance of bad events and being mugged. I don't want this one either, man. It's the first one I found in a while, though. And it's next to a library and a recycling center, which is pretty good, but dang it. Yeah, I can't have that potential of getting mugged. I don't know. Damn. Let's see here. It's getting late, too. I'm pushing it. We might end up on the streets again. Better not. I'm looking for any shelter that's not shady or has a chance to steal my drugs. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, this might be our best option here. So government curfews at 6:21. You can't enter. Set the residence. Yes. All right, we can rest here because again, I've got a perk that kind of nullifies the curfew. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. Let's rest. Get time to pass. They're strict, but it didn't say anything about random checks. So the shelter's full, corridors of bunks. Your Russell revealed two dark figures kneeling by someone occupied. It looks like they're going to go through the sleeper's bag. I think I've ignored this one before. Let's stop them and see what happens. We gain food and street rep. Nice. Hey, what are you doing? Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. Hey, you can have something from down there if you want. Least I can do. Nice. Okay. So we've learned another trait. Charity, you have a session with a job counselor. Your next application will have better success. All right. Right on. Man, I'm telling you what, we're having some good luck here. And that's nice. So let's take just a quick peek. We've got, I wish I could turn these back into scrap. Been sitting on the stupid signs now forever, but anyway, so we've got 3 deodorants. As soon as I do decide to apply for a job, we're going to use that. In fact, I need to get my study up here because it's only at 15. I think it's 25 to get the paper selling job, so that's a big one. And of course, we're working on the residency. I think that we've got a nice place set out. There's a recycling center nearby, a police station right around the corner, so it should be safe, guys. I think that's going to do it for today's episode, though. We've made a little bit of progress. Of course, we're going to have some better luck coming up next, though. So I appreciate you all out there. Hit that like button for me, and I will see you on the next one.